Azure AI Foundry SDK facilitates integration of generative AI into existing applications, allowing developers to leverage powerful Azure AI services. It serves as a bridge between your application's codebase and Azure's generative AI models. Utilizing this SDK, developers streamline deployment and management of generative AI projects, improving efficiency and scalability. Azure AI Foundry SDK provides structured APIs, tools, and frameworks designed specifically for creating sophisticated AI-driven solutions efficiently. Key benefits include reduced development time, easier model updates, and enhanced compatibility across Azure's generative AI ecosystem. Integrating Azure AI Foundry SDK starts with basic setup procedures, ensuring necessary frameworks and dependencies are available. Install the Azure AI Foundry SDK package via NuGet or npm. Configure your project environment to interact securely with Azure services, setting proper authentication and authorization credentials. Set up endpoint and bot configurations according to project-specific requirements. This foundational configuration ensures your development environment is ready for seamless interaction with Azure's generative AI services, avoiding runtime problems and enhancing overall solution performance. Azure AI Foundry SDK comprises several key components crucial for effective integration and utilization within an application. AI Foundry Hub, central interface managing models and deployments. Prompt flow tools, tool set for defining and optimizing AI prompts. Data grounding features, mechanisms for implementing retrieval augmented generation, RAG, patterns. Monitoring and optimization, components enabling evaluation and refinement of AI models and prompt responses. Security and compliance modules, ensures adherence to enterprise policies and Azure security best practices. With the Foundry SDK installed, connecting your application to Azure AI models involves initializing a client instance in your application's code, specifying appropriate model names, versions, and endpoints, defining prompts and generation parameters using the SDK interfaces. This establishes a robust communication channel between your application's core logic and AI services hosted on Azure, enabling dynamic and context-aware interactions powered by generative AI technology. Authenticating your application is critical to safely integrating Azure AI capabilities. Azure AI Foundry SDK supports several standardized methods. Azure Active Directory, AD, OAuth tokens for secure and controlled access. API keys managed within Azure Key Vault for secure, centralized key management. Proper authentication ensures secure communication with AI models, reducing risks of exposure or unauthorized data access. Code example: sharp var credential equals new default Azure credential, var client equals new AI client, endpoint credential. Azure AI Foundry SDK simplifies sending requests and processing responses from generative AI models. Developers interact through SDK APIs, constructing requests to match specific application needs, constructing precise prompts, managing API call parameters like response length, temperature, and data grounding, handling asynchronous responses and errors in application logic. These streamlined processes simplify incorporating generative AI predictions within applications, improving user experiences and functional accuracy significantly. Prompt flow integration within Azure AI Foundry SDK allows you to manage and optimize prompts systematically, enables prompt template creation for reusable query management, facilitates experimentation and rapid testing of various prompt scenarios, simplifies iterative refinement of generative AI responses based on immediate feedback mechanisms. Incorporating prompt flows in your SDK-driven application enhances the responsiveness and adaptability of your generative AI solution, aligning interactions better with specific user behaviors and expectations. Azure AI Foundry SDK supports implementation of retrieval augmented generation, RAG, patterns, allowing generative AI models to be grounded in your data. Integrates seamlessly with external and internal data sources. Improves accuracy and relevance of AI-generated responses. Enables context-aware, data-grounded interactions within applications. SDK simplifies the technical complexities involved in integrating RAG methodologies, helping developers execute effective generative AI strategies efficiently. Effectively handling responses from Azure AI Foundry SDK ensures accurate interpretation and utilization within applications. Parsing structured JSON results generated by AI models. Managing and transforming output text and metadata for integration into user interfaces or workflows. Proper error handling and retry logic implementation for robust integration. Clearly understanding and managing responses equips applications for maintaining high-performance standards and delivering consistent experiences tailored to user expectations. Continuous monitoring is vital for sustaining integration quality and performance within Azure AI solutions. Foundry SDK includes tools for tracking model performance metrics and response latency, monitoring prompt effectiveness and data grounding accuracy, automated log analysis and alerts for anomalies or unexpected behaviors. These monitoring capabilities enable proactive management of AI-driven application features, preempting performance issues and ensuring reliability in the generative AI interactions experienced by end users. Regular updates and efficient version management are simplified through Azure AI Foundry SDK. Developers can systematically manage model updates and rollouts, perform stage deployments with controlled version releases, easily pivot between model versions based on performance evaluations. Implementing effective version control and updating mechanisms improves development flexibility, reduces maintenance overhead, and optimizes generative AI's long-term integration potential within applications. Ensure optimal implementation by observing established best practices. Maintain clear documentation and structured coding standards. Continuously evaluate security configurations and adhere strictly to Azure compliance requirements. Regularly audit interaction logs and performance metrics. Encourage iterative agile development methodologies with tight feedback loops. Adopting these best practices enhances your application's reliability, security, and user satisfaction, fully capturing the transformative potential of Azure Generative AI through well-implemented SDK integrations.